He made friends in high places and was adored by fans young and old.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 greatest Pelé moments from the World Cup.
We soon saw why a kid of only 16 or 17 had been called up to the Brazilian national team.
For this list, we'll be looking at the career-defining incidents that the legendary forward was involved in at the world's biggest international football tournament. Which Pelé moment on this list is your favorite? Let us know below. Number 10. Iconic helper. Let's not forget, though, that this iconic forward not only scored goals, but he was also a genius when it came to assisting. During the World Cup final game between Brazil and Italy in 1970, Gerson played a long ball into the box, finding Pelé perfectly. Nobody would have blamed him had he attempted to score. Instead, he realized that Jairzinho was in a better position. So Pelé nodded the ball into his path, allowing the winger to score.
Pelé, and he's in behind everybody, and drives out for Jairzinho. And he's walking into the net. Jairzinho keeps his goal-a-game record going.
Brazil won 4-1 and lifted the trophy for the third time. Number 9, taking it to Wales. Entering the 1958 World Cup, Pelé had a knee injury, but his teammates and Brazil fans were desperate for the 17-year-old to play. And when he did, the youngest player in the tournament's history at the time, he showed the magic that would define his career. Taking on Wales in the quarterfinals, Brazil struggled to find a way through the British nation.
The Brazilians all follow the Santos star into the net. So do the photographers.
That was until the 66th minute. With his back to the goal in the box, Pelé controlled the ball with his chest. He then flicked the ball over the tackle attempt by the defender, spun, fired it into the back of the net, and gave his team the win. Beautiful.
This goal against Wales was enough to secure a quarter-final win.
Number 8, expert control. Hoping to reclaim the World Cup after missing out in 1966, Brazil opened the 1970 tournament with a group game against Czechoslovakia. They immediately showed why this squad is considered one of the best to ever grace the event. With the score 1-1, Brazil's Gerson spotted the run of Pelé. With an inch-perfect pass, Pelé facing the goal met the ball with his chest, directing it in front of him.
It's Pelé. Pelé now! Yes, there it is! That is the touch of a master!
Normally difficult to pull off, the forward made it look easy. Pelé sets himself in the box as the goalkeeper rushes towards him. Then he rifles the ball into the back of the net, putting Brazil on the path to winning 4-1.
In Brazil's opening game against Czechoslovakia, he played with vigour, determination and imagination, lifting his teammates to a 4-1 win.
Number 7, free kick brilliance. Among his God-given gifts, Pelé had a strong knack of hitting free kicks. And this was evident on the world stage when Brazil played Bulgaria in 1966. After getting tripped up, he was awarded a free kick. When he took the kick, it was clear that from the power of the shot, the keeper had no chance of saving it. Just another day at the office for Pelé. Brazil went on to beat Bulgaria 2-0. Number 6, hat trick against France. At the time of writing, the Santos icon is still the youngest player to score a World Cup hat trick at the tender age of 17 years and 244 days, and France was the unfortunate recipient of this piece of history. Facing the Europeans in the semi-final of the 1958 tournament, Brazil ran riot against them. Already up 2-1, Pelé added his first in the 52nd minute with a mistake by the French goalkeeper. 12 minutes later, he then finished the scrappy box scramble, but his final goal was something special. A bobbling pass was expertly controlled on Pelé's thigh before he volleyed it in from the edge of the area. Brazil comfortably won 5-2 and went on to the final. Number 5, save of the century. So maybe this wasn't his moment to shine, but the fact that he's a part of it can't go unnoticed. It's considered one of the best goalkeeping saves of all time. Jairzinho whipped in a cross from the right-hand side towards a person most likely to score in the world, Pelé. He rose and met the ball with his head, firing it toward the bottom corner. Straight away, the forward began to celebrate. However, out of nowhere, Gordon Banks threw himself to the corner and somehow drew enough strength to tip it over the bar.
Pelé thought he'd scored with a perfect downward header, but Banks defied belief with a stunning save.
Pelé and Banks went on to become great friends and spoke highly of each other on several occasions. Number 4, weaving through Mexico. Going into the 1962 World Cup, Pelé was considered the best player on the planet. In Brazil's first game against Mexico, he was able to showcase his talent against Mexico. With his side 1-0 up, Pelé picked up the ball on the right-hand side. Cutting inside, he used his explosive pace to beat 4 Mexican players, finding his way into the box. Before the defenders could make a successful tackle, Pelé, off balance, rifled the ball into the bottom corner. Number 3, free kick rocket. Taking on Romania in the final game of Group 3, Pelé got Brazil off to a perfect start. In the 9th minute, they had a free kick just outside of Romania's box. With a long run up, the legend put everything he had into his shot.
Brazil 1, Romania 0.
The ball rocketed into the back of the net before goalkeeper Sere Automake could even attempt to save. After Pelé scored a second time, Brazil went on to win 3-2. Number 2, world-winning header. As football-loving kids, we've all dreamed of scoring in a World Cup final and winning the prestigious trophy. Well, Pelé got to live that.
Rivellino, watch Pelé now. What a beautiful goal from Pelé. El Rey Pelé. 100 goals for Brazil.
Taking on Italy in 1970, Brazilian teammate Rivellino lobbed the ball into the box from the left-hand side. At the far post, Pelé met the ball and headed it into Enrico Albertosi's net. Brilliant.
They triumphed 4-1. Brazil had won the Jules Rimet Trophy for a 3rd time.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, history-making final.
I was in Sweden with Brazil with the 17 years old. Brazil won the World Cup. That's a gift for God.
Taking on host nation Sweden in the final, Pelé became the youngest player to score in a World Cup final. And what a goal it was. Pelé controlled the ball in the box with his chest. He then flicked it over the head of a defender who attempted to foul him before Pelé lashed a volley into the back of the net. Outstanding. He followed this up with a looping header over keeper Kalle Svensson. Brazil won 5-2, setting, at the time of writing, the record for the highest scoring World Cup final in history.
The emotions of the occasion proved all too much for the 17-year-old boy.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.